Here's a heartbreaking fact. In 1 year, we lose more veterans and active duty military to suicide in the United States than we did in the Iraq and Afghanistan war combined. In Afghanistan, we lost 2,459 people, and in Iraq it was 4,431. We're losing at the peak 22 veterans and active duty military a day to suicide in the United States. That's 8,030 people in a year, which, like I said, that's more than those two wars combined. We can't have that happen any longer. We have to work together to end veteran suicide. Yeah, think about it. Like Lampasas, Texas, or Seminole, Oklahoma, or Ruidoso, New Mexico. That's like wiping those cities off the map in 1 year. That's the amount of people we're talking about. Or to put it in a different context, a 737 plane holds 162 people typically, right? So that's like losing 49 commercial airliners filled with passengers every year. I just want you to think about that for a second. Let that sink in. Like, it's truly soul-crushing to even think about the family and friends and loved ones that are left behind, those funerals. Like, it's heartbreaking. And so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dwayne Cummings. I'm the Executive Director here at Warriors for Freedom Foundation. It's something I'm passionate about. I took this project on a few months ago. I was humbled and honored to be asked to get involved in this organization, which has been around 12 years. Long before I came along, they've been doing fantastic work. But I want to bring the same commitment I had when I wore a uniform in the military. Yeah, you could tell by the gray hair, it's been a while, but 40 years ago, I enlisted in the U.S. Army and was blessed to be stationed at Fort Campbell in the 101st and the 2nd ID in Korea. And now I'm trying to bring that same level of commitment myself to this organization. And fortunately, I'm surrounded by an amazing team, staff, and a great board, and fantastic volunteers and great veteran members that show up every day and are working to end veteran suicide. Like, our battle cry here at this foundation is end veteran suicide. You've heard me say it several times in this video because that's what we're doing. Yes, we have fishing tournaments. Yes, we have, shooting and clay shoots and golf, and we have scuba, and we get together and do pottery and volunteer for other organizations, other nonprofit foundations. But all that is to get the people that are in the most need involved, create a sense of camaraderie, get them off the couch, get them out here. And that's what we do every day. We strive every day to save lives. That's not just hyperbole. Like, that's what we're doing. But we're also working to become self-sustaining, because typically, as you know, nonprofits are constantly putting their hand out, reaching out. We need money. And yes, we do need funds. But we're also working to become self-sustaining by, having e-commerce platforms where we're working with a coffee partner right now and other opportunities. We started Purposeful Thrift. So we take in donations of gently used items and sell them. And in some instances, we give those items to people in need. And the long-term plan is to put veterans to work, get them back having a purposeful life. They leave the military, and sometimes you don't transition to civilian life very well. So that project is really, threefold, trying to help in a lot of different ways. And of course, we're applying for grants all the time. We're grateful. We just received an Edward Williams grant. We have a Home Depot grant. We're very blessed that people are getting, in our corner and helping us with those finances. And sometimes it's gifts in kind, sometimes it's product and those kind of things. And it all goes a long way. But candidly, to fill the gap in our annual programming and the things that we deliver and the services like ride services, getting veterans to the VA hospital, etc., we need donations to fill the gap. Now, those of you that know me, I don't do this very regularly. Like, I don't go out there and ask for affiliate marketing and here's the link and please buy my books and all those kind of things. But I am asking because this is near and dear to my heart. And think about it again, 8,000 people in our country committing suicide. You don't hear about it on the news. Once in a while, if it's in your local town, you might hear about it. It's an epidemic. It's a horrible tragedy, and we need that to stop. And I need your help. Our whole organization needs your help. We need you to make a donation. because by all indications, 2025 is going to be, worse off than we are in 2024. We're going to expand our programming. There's going to be more people that need our help. And so those donations are going to fill the gap. Get involved. Make sure you help. You can do it a lot of ways. Like, hey, social media, like, comment, share, let the world know. If you don't feel comfortable getting involved yourself, put it out there. Because the truth is, I know that somebody in your family or somebody in your friend circle, somebody that lives in your neighborhood, somebody you interact with, they're a veteran, or their family member's a veteran. We're all touched by it. I mean, I currently live in Oklahoma. We've moved back here with my wife and I, and there's 4 million people in the state, and like 400,000 of those people are one way, shape, or another involved in the military. That means 1 out of every 10 people directly. That doesn't include the family members, the spouses, the kids, etc. So we're touched by our military, and our military provides the freedoms that we get to live under that blanket of, So I just want you to stop and think for one more second. 8,000 people every year committing suicide, not in a combat zone, right here on our own soil. More than both Iraq and Afghanistan wars combined. And we can put an end to veteran suicide. Please go to warriorsforfreedom.org, click the donate button, be an R22 campaign member where you do $22 a month, donate $5. We have a Companies Who Care program where we look for 100 companies to give us $1,000 to start our budget off every year. I don't care if it's $1. Just get involved. I'm asking you, help us end veteran suicide.